Welcome to Case Arena for tonight's volleyball match between our very own Frankfort Hot Dogs and the visiting Peru Tigers. I'm Doug Wood, partner with Garrick Burge, and we'll be with you for tonight's call. Garrick, both teams are coming off a loss in their last match. What is the key to tonight's game?
Well, I believe Frankfort's key to tonight's game is obviously keeping the ball in bounds. You want to give yourself as many chances to score as possible, and of course, hitting efficiency. So with the hitting efficiency, they had a 295 against Northmont. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, I was at that game, and they looked like play really clean. You know, they're a young team. They've made a lot of mistakes this year, just some growing pains. But that game, they played a really well game, like you said, hit the ball in bounds, and they won the game three sets to none.
That's good. That's all you need. You need communication, of course, and I believe that's also what Peru really wants to focus on. They want to bring intensity. You want to bring 100% intensity. You want to communicate well and always play to the best of your ability.
Yeah, if you look at our rosters here, Peru is a lot older than Frankfort. They got 5 seniors on the roster. Frankfort only has 1, and that senior that plays isn't the, like you say, the key player to the game. She comes in and she gives some really good minutes. But their key players that we have down are sophomores and freshmen. So there's going to be growing pains. You're going to make mistakes, but you got to keep working through that because you're a young team, and you come back in 2 years. And those girls that play varsity volleyball from freshman year, you're going to be able to tell.
Absolutely. Like those 4-year athletes that you can keep throughout the program are good. Those are what make the program the best it can possibly be. Like these young stars, well, these young athletes like Brooklyn Perry and Jalen Smith, Lily Rockhold, those are a lot of the keys to success as well, as using these younger players to your advantage.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Hot Dog Network and Hoosierland TV. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first with locations in Frankfort, Rossville, Mulberry, and Flora. I'd like to mention that Day and Ginda is the main sponsor for tonight's game. Shout out to Day and Ginda.
Always putting the loved ones first.
So we're watching these teams warm up. Looked like Peru was struggling a bit in the warm-ups. You know, it's going to happen. Obviously, it's warm-ups for a reason. But Frankfurt's looked to play a lot smoother so far. I've always said this. I play basketball for the boys basketball team. The team that's coming into Case Arena for the first time, those youngsters, it's gonna affect them. No matter, I know for basketball you got the depth perceptions off, but for volleyball you're used to smaller ceiling. Just everything looks different. So I'd look to see Peru probably struggle early on, just playing in an arena. Everything's different. Their depth perception, all that. Frankfort obviously practices here every day, so that'll be something to look forward to. See how that affects the game tonight.
Yeah, it's very different. You come in here, it's an environment that us Frankfort kids, we see this every day, and these kids come in like, whoa, what is this environment? It's just getting acclimated because we play here all the time, day in, day out. This is our home, but with a different team coming in, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, and it's one of those, like, sometimes a player will come in and he'll just get ridiculously hot. Or she'll get, start playing out of their mind. And it seems like every year, no matter what sport's playing in here at the time, there's always someone that just has a phenomenal game in Case Arena. So, I mean, maybe that's going to be the case for Peru tonight. We'll see. But, yeah, Frankfort definitely has the advantage. You got a nice student section there tonight. I think the girls really feed off that student section. So hopefully they make a lot of noise tonight.
Absolutely. Bring the energy. I think student sections bring the energy to the game. Like, if you have a student section that is loud and cheers you on and shows lots of support, it helps. As an athlete, it helps.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, we both play sports, play football together.
Yep.
And, you know, when the students come out to support you, it just gets your blood flowing and you start playing better. And I think Frankfort's done that this year with the student section. The lone home game they've had this year, won 3 sets to none. And you can definitely tell a difference in the way they play when those students come out and support them. Match is getting ready to be underway. We got a minute 30 here. The JV game.
Minute 30.
JV game went 3 sets. Peru took the win, but it was a really good JV match. Set the tone for hopefully a really good volleyball match tonight for the varsity girls.
Absolutely.
So Garrick, this is your first time calling an event, a sporting event. I've done a couple games around, but excited to get to call this game with you.
It's exciting. I mean, I'm ready. Definitely ready. I wouldn't say nervous. Wouldn't say too excited. It's just I wouldn't say the yips either. I mean, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's that first time you call a game. Definitely a little bit nerve-wracking, but once you get going, it's just like you're talking to a buddy. HoosierlandTV.com, proud partner of the Hot Dog TV network to bring you local sports. Hoosierland TV, home for high school sports, county fair coverage, forums, debates, community events, parades, and more. Always free, never paywall. All right, the buzzer is about to go off.
10 seconds.
National anthem will play, and then we'll get some volleyball underway.
Excited to see the nice matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor our flag bearers.
Alrighty, national anthem is over with. They're going to introduce the starting lineups here, and then the match will start. So we're the starting lineup for Peru tonight. We will see here shortly, according to Gary Stock. Don't know exactly, didn't have a starting lineup sent to us. So, number 7, Kinsey Burton. Number 4, Addison Robbins. Number 13, Brooklyn Garner. Number 3, Kyla Newport. Number 22, Madison Brimbury. Number 14, J.C. Boswell. Number 12, Justine Thomas in the starting lineup tonight. Number 11, Brooklyn Perry. The 13, Jalen Smith. The 2, Lily Rockhold. Number 5, Ella McAtee. Number 9, Morgan Harrington. Libero, number 15, Caroline Queen. So there's the starting lineup for both your teams tonight. We're getting ready to go here.
There's like lots of excitement
for
the beginning of the game.
You know, we're up here in the crow's nest, but I can feel the energy from up here. It's very loud. So it should be a fun atmosphere for tonight's game.
It's that Case Arena roar, you know, everything echoes. It's a loud environment.
They're waiting both teams to get out of the huddle here. You see that student section over there? It's grown since we've been here for the JV game. It's a pretty good crowd for tonight.
Absolutely, I'd like to see it grow a little more.
Yeah.
I mean, people obviously show up some, but it's a good start to the night. You think?
Good start. Good start.
Oh, getting a chance in early, are we?
There's our superfan force getting the crowd going.
Looks like we have our own superintendent here for Frankfort, Dr. Rhoda, down there under the scoreboard. I don't know if you can see him down there.
Yeah, he's talking to our athletic director, Mr. Niehaus, and head girls basketball coach, Mr. Crawford. So it looks like Peru will be starting at the service line tonight. Number 7, Kinsey Burton with the serve. And Peru's going to get the point early. Good start for Peru. First serve. Frankfort didn't even get it back over the net. Kinsey Burton back at the service line. Wow, what a play by Brooklyn Perry there.
You don't see that.
Get that ball over. Just a bit long there. Good set by Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith's one of the players we'll be talking about a lot tonight. She plays all the way around, does not come off the court.
Looks like we will hear that name a lot.
So you'll be hearing her name a lot tonight. And there it is right there, Jalen Smith.
There's that spot. That sweet spot right there, open
part
of the court.
I've been to 3 games this year, and she's used that a lot, and it's been very effective. Justine Thomas at the service line for Frankfort. With the ace.
Oh.
Really nice serve. There's miscommunication from Peru there.
There it is. That was one of their keys to winning, was that communication factor of the game. And just off the start, looks like we're going to see quite a bit of miscommunication if they don't seem to figure it out.
Justine Thomas back at the service line. Another really nice serve. And Frankfort will get the point.
I have to say, that is a beautiful dig by that back row. Looks like it was number 7, Kinsey Burton, back there.
Yeah, it was really nice. Justine Thomas back at the service line for the 3rd time. Looks like Peru is struggling with her serve. And just a miss hit.
Just a miss hit. Those little errors that you have to work through. You got to get adjusted to the game, you know. Everybody comes in a little cold.
So it looks like Justine Thomas is off to a great start at the service line. 4 straight points.
Oh,
is that the old announcer jinx?
And the old
Don't
announcer
blame me.
jinx.
Don't blame me.
We're not putting the blame, but we can always have our little conspiracy,
Daisy Valdez checking in for Frankfort. And number 15, Addison Butt, checking in for Peru. Oh, wow. What a hit from Lily Rockhold.
Starting off hot goes Lily Rockhold.
She killed that ball.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful
That is
set.
quite literally, that is a kill.
A beautiful set from Jalen Smith right to Lily Rockhold, a freshman. For a freshman, she does not play like a freshman.
Absolutely
We'll say
not.
that.
We'll see a lot of her tonight as well.
Ashley Zhang at the service line for Frankfort. That was a little awkward, but Peru got the point.
Yeah.
I believe she's a lefty, so she hit it with her offhand, and it just happened to shock Frankfort, I believe, and just fall right in there.
Yeah. Fell just a bit short. You have those.
Nice dig from Addison Butt. Frankfort with the over. And Frankfort with the point. That was a bad point or a bad dig from Frankfort, but turned into a really nice play from Lily Rockhold.
It looks like that ball was headed out of bounds. Peru could have picked up a point. Just that miscommunication again.
Clinton County Daily News, your free local online newspaper. Check out ClintonCountyDailyNews.com when you want to know local news, local weather, local sports, community events, and local shopping information. ClintonCountyNews.com. Frankfort with the point there. Frankfort's up. It's a tight game so far. I know it's early, but 7-5.
7-5. Looks like both teams just need to get acclimated. Like I said earlier, getting in the groove.
Lily Rockhold at the service line for Frankfort. And point for Frankfort there. Wasn't a great set from Peru. Don't think they got their setter, the one they want to set the ball, obviously.
Looks like we have a timeout, Peru.
Peru takes the
their
timeout.
first.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Rutger wants to talk about that. Hey, we want to get the ball to our setter. When we don't get the ball to our setter, things like that happen.
It's all about moving the girls around. You want to put your best players in the right positions. You want to make things happen. But if you're Coach Kia Rushton right now, what are you telling these girls?
Well, I think she's got to be pleased. You're out to a 3-point lead off the start. But you just got to keep foot on the gas pedal. You can't get like a daisical for sure.
Absolutely. The moment you let off is the moment that the Tigers may strike. Can't get lackadaisical on the court.
Lily Rockhold back at the service line after that timeout from Peru. Tell you what, Lily's got a really nice serve. Frankfurt's going to get the point there. She's serving it, I believe that's Kyla Newport, and Kyla looks to be struggling with that serve right now. Right back at her. Really nice block there from Peru. Good effort.
There it is. That's that communication.
That's out.
Wow, brought some power behind that one.
That's a really good point from Frankfort there.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep getting the ball over. Like we said, keep the ball in bounds and good things will happen.
Absolutely.
Don't make unforced errors. Lily Rockhold with the serve.
Oh, nice dig.
Wow. It's a really nice rally we got going on here. Good digs from both teams. And Frankfort gets the point.
Oh, just finding that open spot.
And do you hear the crowd?
Excited we are.
It's getting loud in here.
It's getting loud.
And that is not good for Peru.
Frankfort stretches that lead up to 6 points now.
Peru here, you got to stop the bleeding.
Mm-hmm. What can you do to stop Lily Rockhold's serve right now?
Blocked. Another good rally we got going on here. Some really good points early on in this game. And that, I believe that ball went to the left of the pole there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be Frankfurt's point. Lily Rockhold back at the service line. She has been on a long run here.
Absolutely.
Wow,
Oh,
good
wow.
dig.
Good dig.
There's another point.
Another miscommunication. You have 3 people right there. You know, somebody's got to take that ball.
I think Peru's coach wants to take a timeout, but she knows she already took one earlier. So she doesn't want to use 2 this early on, I believe. That's just what Peru needed. Lily to make an unforced error.
They were looking for an answer, and they got it. Whether it's Peru putting the pieces together to figure something out or something like that happens, it's just unfortunate, but
I tell you
fortunate
what,
on Peru's side.
That was a great run by Lily Rockhold at the service line.
Absolutely.
Give your team a 7-point lead. The 22 Madison Brimbury at the service line for Peru. And a nice kill from Chloe Mowdy.
Yeah, what a kill.
Another freshman. Like we were saying earlier, this Frankfort team is young. 4 of the players that they play rotationally around are freshmen and sophomores. So they're young and they're talented. Caroline Queen at the service line. And a nice kill from Brooklyn
what a
Perry.
kill from Brooklyn Perry.
Frankfort is humming right now. They're up 15-6.
One thing I'm starting to notice up here is Frankfort's just finding those open spots on the court. You find those open spots. That's your way to score. That's how you bring in those points.
Caroline Queen back at the service line, another freshman for the Frankfort volleyball team. Goes into the net there.
Into the net.
But that first serve she had was really nice. And she's a player I talked to Coach Rushton. She thinks is really talented.
A lot of room to grow on this team.
A lot of room to grow. Serve from Peru there, right at Tiffany Zhang, the lone senior on Frankfort's team this year. Just misplayed that ball.
Just to miss it. Like, those little errors happen. You just fix them and come back from them, obviously.
Yeah, you're up 7 points here. You'd like to play perfect, but things are going to happen. Jalen Smith in the net there.
That point will go to Peru.
Point goes to Peru. Wow, nice up. Ball's not going to get over, though. I expect a timeout here coming from Coach Rushton if Peru scores another point here.
Yeah, there it is.
And
you called it right now. They didn't
timeout.
even have to score.
Yeah, when you're up 8 points, 9 points, and then you get down to 5, you want to just stop that bleeding now.
Mm-hmm.
Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first with locations in Frankfort, Rossville, Mulberry, and Flora. Quick shout out to our student crew here tonight. You got me and Garrick Burge, but running graphics is Edwin Wainscott, and running camera is Chris Rascone. So we got a whole student crew for tonight's
fully ran
broadcast.
student production outside of our director, Mr. Sully here.
Mr. Sully is here.
You're Frankfort in this situation. What are you going to do to keep this lead? What do you do to stretch the lead here?
We just got to get back to the fundamentals, you know. We can't be. There it is. That's going to help you
There,
out
right there. Right there.
Didn't even have to do anything there. You got lucky.
All you got to listen for is that out, out, out call and trust your teammates. Communication's key.
And sometimes a timeout from a coach like that will get the other team out of rhythm. You know, they got the momentum, but like you saw, that serve went out of bounds. Morgan Harrington out the service line for Frankfort. Blocked from Brooklyn, but still got over the net. Point goes to Peru. You know, Brooklyn, she is tall, and she uses that very well. Leads the team in blocks for Frankfort.
That's only as a sophomore.
Yeah, she's another one of those young players that Frankfort has. Oh, nice!
Oh, beautiful dig. Peru's got to get it over here.
And that goes right in the
And
net.
they can. Nice.
Point goes to Frankfort. Justine Thomas back at the service line. I think Peru, they've just made a lot of little mistakes that's cost them some points tonight.
Absolutely.
Justine Thomas with the serve. Another one right into the net there.
Can't seem to get it over that net.
That was Addison Robbins right into the net. One of their better players, but it looks like I think she's hit a couple into the net tonight. Hopefully she'll find her groove later on, but Justine Thomas back at the service line.
She started a run early for the Hot Dogs here. I'd like to see that come back to life.
Another one in the net. That's 3 in a row for Peru.
Yeah, into the net.
Just little mistakes that are costing them points here and giving Frankfort edging closer to that first set win.
You want to keep these volleys alive. Like, that is a big piece of this. If you can't keep the ball alive, you can't expect to win.
That one's going to go out of bounds. Another point goes to Frankfort. Frankfort's up 20-11 now. Just needs 5 more points to put it away. And he got a timeout from Peru. And Coach
That's their
Rucker.
second timeout. You're down 9 points here, Peru. What are you doing? What do you think you need to apply to your team to potentially put yourself back in the ballgame?
You just got to stop making those little errors. You know, they've hit 3 in the net, and then you hit one out of bounds. That's a 4-point swing right there. That goes to Frankfort, and they didn't have to do anything to get those points. So if you're Coach Rushton on the other side, you're like, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're obviously telling him.
For making our life easy. But
pat yourselves on the back.
Coach Rucker for Peru is probably not very happy about those unforced errors.
Looks like they're back to the drawing board over there on the Peru side. 15 seconds left of your timeout. What can you put in for these girls?
And she's using that timeout to the full. Frankfort's been on the court for 15 seconds now, just waiting on Peru to come out. Justine Thomas back at the service line. Like you said, she went on that run early in the game to start out the set, and now she's gone on a run late in the set.
Might want to knock on wood as you state that again.
All right, no announcing the exact time, right?
Yep. Over the net.
Really good rally here. That's a Brooklyn with a nice hit, but an even better block from Peru. Wow, what a point. Here we go.
This is another nice rally going on
rally
here.
And a kill from Lily Rockhold. Frankfort is humming right now.
That's at 5'9" coming in. She's got a lot of bounce for being 5'9", and a freshman at that.
And you hear the student section on cue chanting she's a freshman. Frankfort blocked it there, but just snuck over the net still.
Yep, managed to find its way over the net. And
substitutions here. Addison Butt coming in, and Daisy Valdez coming in for Frankfort. Addison Butt at the service line for Peru. You see, that is a very rare mistake. I've been to 3 games this year, and I don't think I've seen Caroline Queen do that one time this year.
Those little things happen. I wouldn't say you can afford it, but in this situation right now, that can happen. you're up. You can make these little things. But there's things like that might put you back in there.
Yeah, and that's out.
Just like that.
I think Frankfort has played very, very true to what our key to the game was. They've hit the ball and bounce. They've made very little mistakes, and they're forcing Peru to make those mistakes. And there's a reason they're up 22-13 in this first set right now.
Absolutely.
Got Ashley Zhang for Frankfurt at the service line.
It's actually one of the upperclassmen. It's one of the juniors we have on this team.
One of the few upperclassmen Frankfurt has. Wow. Alabakati, I think, thought the ball was still going to stay on Peru's side, and it did not.
Just managed to sneak over the net.
Just managed to sneak over. So Peru gets the point there. Brooklyn Garner at the service line for Peru.
Oh, wow. Way to keep it alive.
And another one. Frankfurt just overjumped that one.
Yeah, overjumped. I think that was a little bit of a pre-jump. Couldn't time it up correct, and little things like that happen. You just got to play the next point.
Got Brooklyn Garner back at the service line for Peru. Just a little bit of some mistakes Frankfurt's making here, allowing Peru to make it a 6-point game right now. Frankfurt's got to lock in here and get the win.
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
there it is again.
Oh, there's the double hit. Peru's trying to make that comeback. You're down 9 points.
Yeah, Brooklyn Garner's is hitting it to Daisy, and I think Daisy's struggling right now. Her dig is going right back into the net. Frankfurt got this one back over. And
looked like
there you go. I was about to say.
Yeah, looked like a net violation to me.
Peru right into the net. You got Kayla Newport right into the net there. Frankfurt gets the point. Kayla Newport's one of our players to watch for tonight. Leads the team in kills. So I think we saw her warming up. She hits the ball hard. Her hitting percentage isn't the greatest, I think, as you saw there, but she hits the ball hard, and they want to get her some attempts.
A little miscommunication over there. Oh, and Lily Rockwood's up and
Just
out of bounds.
Really good play there by Frankfurt, though. Nice set to Lily, just a little bit long. You got Kayla Newport at the service line for Peru. And a 5-point game. They've made a game out of this. See if Frankfurt can close it out. And that'll help you out right there, right into the net.
Some things just inch you forward.
But if you're Frankfurt, you can't get too comfortable. Frankfurt was up 2014 at Delphi this past week. Ended up losing 30-28 in a long match.
Yeah, that's a long run.
And they went on to lose that game, partially because that set, then it wasn't able to close it out. Point goes to Peru there, just a bit out of bounds. Hit from Justine Thomas. Justine Thomas coming in, or not Justine Thomas, Tiffany Zane coming in for Lily Rockwood here. Madison Brimber at the service line for Peru. 24-19 game here. Peru's still in it. You got
to find their way back.
You got to get this point if you're Frankfurt. You got to close it out.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Got to get it over here. And they do that.
Wow. Found that open spot on the court.
Peru's finding those openings.
Mm-hmm.
And Kia Rushton is going to take a timeout here. You got to. You're letting Peru get back into the game here. You're going to be a little frustrated about that after having that 9-point lead. Yeah,
you've got a 9-point stretch, and they've managed to close it all the way down to 4 points. And Frankfurt needs one to secure that first set.
And, that first set is big. Typically in volleyball, I'm not saying always, obviously this doesn't always happen, but whoever wins that first set, it's a big advantage.
It sets the tone.
It sets the tone.
For sure.
Going up 1-0 is a lot different than going down 1-0.
If you're down 1-0, your mindset is now we have to play. We got to get back even.
Into it.
Back to 0-0. It's 1-1, but you got to get back to even. You get back to that 500, then you go into that third set. You're like, this is it. This is the make or break point in the game. Leave it all on the court.
coming in tonight, both these teams have 3 wins. Frankfort has 4 losses. Peru has 9. But they're both trying to inch closer to that 500 mark. Or Frankfort would get to that 500 mark with a win here. So this set's very big. And Frankfort was in the net there, I believe.
It looks like Frankfort might have been in the net.
No, I don't know what they're calling.
I'm not too sure.
We're not volleyball experts here, so I've never seen that called before.
Never seen that one.
I'm sure somebody at home may know that, may know what they called there. But
in the end, point will go to Peru.
A
little too much gas on that one.
This is exactly what happened at Delphi. This is coming right back. The Frankfort's got to get this point. Just some really unforced errors from Frankfort here.
What do you do to stop the Peru Tigers from coming back? They managed to put themselves back in the game. Nice dig. Wow. Nice. Way to keep it alive.
What a rally we have
That's
here.
the libero, Caroline Queen for you right there.
And Frankfort gets it.
And Frankfort goes. That student section is getting wild.
Kayla Newport seems to be struggling.
Love to see
right
it.
now.
Oh, hey,
She's
look
hitting
at
the ball.
Mr. Niehaus getting over there.
The student section got quite
back
excited.
up in their seats.
But Niehaus says, get back on those stands.
Yep.
Right now.
He's getting ready to give him a little pep talk.
And he is not happy. We've experienced that firsthand.
Absolutely. Being down in that student section, when he comes over there, he means business, but the guy does a lot, and he wants a positive. He doesn't want anything negative correlated towards the teams.
It's all about good sportsmanship. You want to have a loud student section, but you also want to stay respectful, and Niehaus he loves good sportsmanship. And he's going to make sure they're going to be good sportsmen. So Frankfort gets the win, though. They're up 1-0. That's a good start to the game. Like I mentioned, you see teams coming to Case Arena. In that first set, it's all about adjusting. And you saw Peru start out slow, but they started to get the handle just a little too late. And Frankfort gets a win. So if you're Frankfort, you want to stick to what you were doing in those first points.
Yeah. I think another big key to that game was Justine Thomas and Lily Rockhold went on that big run of just serves. They scored strictly off serves, and the Tigers couldn't stop it.
Yeah, if you're Peru, you got to stop those long runs. You can't let Frankfort go on those long runs because you put yourself way behind, and it's hard to battle back. But credit to Peru for getting that back to a 24-22 game.
They closed that gap.
They just about came back. Frankfort at the point at the end, but
a lot of teams you'll see, they'll tuck their tail and walk off and just go play the next set. But this Peru Tigers team, they're tough. They managed to close that 9-point gap, brought all the way down to 2-3 points.
HoosierlandTV.com, proud partner of the Hot Dog TV network to bring you local sports. Hoosierland TV, home for high school sports, county fair coverage, forums, debates, community events, parades, and more. Always free, never a paywall. So this second set is getting ready to get underway. Coach Rutgers talking to her Peru team. I'm sure she's pleased with the effort to come back, but she wants to win that first set, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you're Coach Rutgers, what are you saying in that huddle right now?
Well, you want to keep a positive mindset. You're down 1-0 right now, obviously. You want to tell your girls that means nothing. You need to play this set just like every other one. But this just means a little more because playing this one keeps you alive. Can't afford to lose here.
Yeah, you really don't want to go down 2-0. Going down 2-0 puts yourself in a bind.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen teams come back from 2-0, but it's definitely tough.
Yeah.
Especially when you're facing a talented team like Frankfort.
Absolutely.
So Frankfort's going to start with the serve here, I believe. Morgan Harrington at the service line. And we're getting things underway here. Morgan Harrington with the serve. Nice hit from Brooklyn Perry. Better
That was
block
a good
from
block
Brooklyn
attempt,
Garner.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and Frankfort shows
Frankfort
they can do it too.
Wow. This is a really good rally here. That ball's out. I mentioned this last game. Kayla Newport seems to be struggling keeping the ball in right now. She's hitting the ball hard, but she's not keeping it in those lines. And she's a sophomore. And so that's saying that as you grow, you're going to get better, obviously.
Absolutely.
But she seems to be struggling a bit right now. Hit over by Kinsey Burton. Nice block from Peru there. Wow, way to find that hole.
Oh, that open spot.
Brooklyn Perry knew that Peru's team had shifted over to the right side of the court, and she just poked out on that left side, or on that right side, where the defense couldn't hit it. Morgan Harrington back at the service line for Frankfort.
Oh,
and then ace. Really
yeah,
nice
another
serve.
ace. That
Frankfort.
definitely brings your spirits up. If you're Morgan Harrington back there on that service line, you're on a 3-0 run right now. Knocking on wood now, but
she's hitting the ball really well right now. Peru's struggling with it.
Oh, wow.
Really good touch there. Wow. Nice
Way to
play
keep
from
the
Kayla
volley
Newport.
going.
And Peru gets the point.
Looks like a miss hit from Brooklyn, but
Miss hit, but that point wouldn't have happened if it weren't for Kayla Newport diving for that ball and getting it over. That's really good effort.
that play isn't alive. She doesn't make the effort.
Yeah, Addison Butt, the service line. Brooklyn Perry with a nice kill there.
Peru with the block attempt, and it just came on through.
Got Justine Thomas back at the service line for Frankfurt. Went on those long runs early in the game. Lily Rockhold with a really nice hit, just a bit out of bounds.
Packing some heat on that.
Lily
Lily Rockhold
She
can
really
hit the
is.
ball. We found that out tonight. I don't want to get in the way of that.
I'm glad I'm not on Peru's side.
Yeah.
Trying to return that back, yeah. A really nice serve from Peru there. We don't have her number here
Looks
on the
like an
sheet, or else
ace.
I would like to say her name.
Yeah.
And that one's going to go out. Just put a little too much on that. Good communications for Frankfurt.
Yep, communication.
Ella McAteen, Ashley Zhang, Zebina for Frankfurt. And Ashley is going to the service line.
Frankfurt, 2-point lead here.
A nice serve. There you go. There's an ace
There's
from
an
Ashley
ace.
Zhang. Clinton County Daily News, your free local online newspaper. Check out ClintonCountyDailyNews.com when you want to know local news, local weather, local sports, community events, and local shopping information. Clinton County News, ClintonCountyDailyNews.com. So Frankfurt gets the point there. And you hear the crowd is getting into it. They've been really loud.
Yes,
all
they
night.
are. Bringing the energy for sure. Shout out to that student section.
What a set. Wow.
Oh.
See Ella with the good up to Jalen with a nice set. And a good placement from Lily there.
Just managed to pop it over the net. Find that weak spot in the floor and keep using it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ashley Zhang back at the service line.
A little knuckleball on that serve there. You see that?
It was. That one's going to be out of bounds.
Looks like she went up with her offhand there.
It
Tried to
seems-
throw her off a little bit.
It seems to me that Jalen loves setting to Lily. And, you know, when you got a really good hitter like Lily Rockhold, you're going to get the ball in her hands. And they're doing a really good job of that tonight. Wow, nice.
Wow.
Point goes to Frankfurt.
Out of bounds, and it'll go to Frankfurt.
Jalen Smith at the service line for Frankfort. And a boom from the student section.
Yeah.
Nice hit there.
Can't do anything about good placement.
It's really just good placement right now. They're finding the holes in the defense, and Peru and Coach
takes a timeout.
Coach Regger are going to take a timeout. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first, with locations in Frankfort, Rossville, Mulberry, and Flora. Like we said, Day and Ginda is bringing you tonight's volleyball game. Thank you, Day and Ginda, for allowing us to have this broadcast tonight, or helping us get this broadcast on air tonight. So yeah, Peru took another timeout there. They look to be struggling right now. I think it was a good call from Coach Regger to settle your team down.
Trying to find that groove that you found at the end of the last set. You came back from a 9-point deficit. This time it's only a 6-point. You want to bring yourself back into the game. I think that's what they need.
Yeah, it's early on. You know, you want to set your group back down like she did last time. Hopefully you get on a run here. But if you're Coach Rushton, just keep doing what you're doing. That's all you got to say, huh? You know how it is. When you're on a roll, you go in that timeout. Coach is like, well, let's just keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal.
And like you said earlier, it might throw the team off that's on that rally.
Yep. Jalen Smith back at the service
A
line.
lot of boom action off that serve.
Blocked from
nice block attempt.
Blocked for Mowdy and McAtee there, but still, I think we've seen that about 3 times tonight. Frankfurt's blocked it, but it snuck over still. And Peru gets the point. Got Madison Brimbury at the service line for Peru. That was set up really nicely.
That was nice. Again, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want to get in the way of those. Those pack a punch for sure.
So you got Rockhold at the service line. She went on a long run last game. Let's see if she can go on here. That student section.
That boom from the student
loud.
section. It's getting loud.
And you know, that makes me proud as the vice president of Doghouse Committee. You love to hear your fellow students getting loud.
That's a nice setup by Peru, but just couldn't finish. You got to work on getting it over the net, and that was as mentioned, their keys to victory was to get that ball over the net, and seems to be a struggle here.
Nice over from Peru there.
A little miscommunication from Frankfort.
The setter from Peru saw, I think it was Madison Brimbury, saw that the Frankfort defense wasn't aligned right, pushed right over, got the point.
There's that little ring there in the middle, almost like sitting around a campfire. You're just watching it dropping in. And
J.C. Boswell at the
oh,
service
nice
line.
dig.
That one's out.
Mm-hmm.
Madison Robbins just put a little too much on that one. It's got Caroline Queen at the service line. Libera for Frankfurt. Way to
find that open spot, you know.
Point goes to Peru. Addison Robbins, one of the playmakers that we mentioned earlier, finds the hole, gets the point.
Looking to hear a lot of her name tonight.
Kinsey Burton at the service line for Peru. Serves right to Tiffany Zhang. Brooklyn Perry with a long shot.
Yeah.
That ball was out of here.
Looked like it almost made it to the baseline of the basketball court. That had some power behind it. Sophomore strength or something, I guess.
Going to her again. Set was just a little too high.
A little high. It looks like that timing might have been a little off, too.
Yeah, Brooklyn couldn't adjust to that one.
It's an adjustment thing. Nice attempt, though.
5-point game here. Kinsey Burton back at the service line. She's going on a nice little run here for Peru. And another Hitting air.
Peru picks up another one.
And Kia Russian's going to take a timeout.
She takes that timeout.
Peru's cut it down to a 4-point lead. So Russian wants to gather her players and say, all right, settle down here. We just had 3 miss hits, 3 errors, unforced errors, to give them 3 points and cut it to a 4-point game.
As we see down there, look, cameras down there on old Dr. Rhoda, Coach Crawford, and Mr. Niehaus, our athletic director.
We'd like to thank Dr. Rhoda for his support of Hot Dog Network. He does a lot. He does a lot for us. I see him in there, constantly encouraging and helping us build our program.
10 seconds left of this timeout.
And then you see the girls basketball coach Matt Crawford. He's rebuilding that program. I saw the girls play this summer, and they've improved a lot. I'm interested to see how they play this year. So we got Kinsey Burton back at the service line for Peru. The student section's giving us a "Let's Go Hot Dog" chant.
Like, here we go, hot dogs.
Here we go, hot dogs.
Yeah.
Wow, that had a lot of spin on that. That was weird.
Well,
Peru gets the point.
Brooklyn knew she couldn't hit it twice, so get out of the way. Hope somebody takes cover.
Duck and roll, duck and roll.
She put it up and realized, get out of there.
Serve for Caroline Queen. Brooklyn with the nice hit.
Oh,
wow.
nice. Wow.
What a dig from Peru there, though.
I think that's how you perfectly play that.
And that one's into the net.
Into the net.
You see the Frankfort student section there nagging her. Get it over the net.
Well, what else can you do? As Peru, I mean, you put so many balls into the net, you just takes it back to the fundamentals.
Morgan Harrington serving for Frankfort. A nice block there from Justine Thomas and Brooklyn Perry, but
Gotta get
Peru
it over.
keeps it up.
Oh, they keep it alive.
That's going to be
That's a double
hit.
I like the efforts of Peru. They're not really putting their heads down. They want to try and keep themselves in this ball game. Within 5.
Morgan Harrington serving for the Hot Dogs here. And that's just a bit long.
Just out.
Looked like it might have been on the line, but she's got the better view than we do.
Judgment call. Judgment call.
She calls it out, so it's out.
Mm-hmm.
So Addison Butt subbing in for Peru and going straight to the service line. Yes, that was a good play from Frankfurt.
That was nice setup.
Just couldn't get the ball over the net, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So Addison Butt back at the service line for Peru.
Trying to find their way back into this one.
And that one was definitely mishit. It looked like it came off the hand
like off
weird.
the side, yeah.
So that's going to send
almost looked like she was showing a little bit of frustration there.
Yeah. Justine Thomas at the service line for Frankfurt. Frankfurt's at 4 here. See if Thomas can send them on a little bit of a run.
Over goes Lily.
Right idea, just a little long.
Yeah, just a little too much.
If you're Peru, though, you're happy. You know, Justine Thomas has been going on
glad
long
that
runs at the
happens.
service line, and you got her off on the first serve.
She likes to go on those long runs, racking up points. But if you're Peru here, you're saying, thank goodness, we need this.
Nice.
And there it is,
that
that open spot on the court.
A beautiful setup there.
I think if Coach Russian had a dream, that was it right there. Beautiful setup, everything.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Ashley Zhang at the service line for Frankfurt. Nice serve. Good up from Daisy Valdez there. And Rockhold is just knocking the cover off that ball right now.
Bringing the hammer, and so is number 3.
Newport.
Yeah, that's Newport. Heard her name quite a bit tonight. Way to keep the volley alive, though. Got to give it to both teams.
And that's over. Wow.
Oh,
nice play.
wow.
Really nice play. This is a nice rally we have going on here. And Frankfurt's got to get the
Frankfort
point.
reels it in.
I'd like to see, I know we aren't keeping track, but how many kills Rockwood has tonight? It seems like she's been involved in almost every hit Frankfurt's had.
I mean, leading in kills for the team, averaging 2.5 kills a set.
Yeah.
Looks like she's averaging a little more than that tonight.
I think it's more than 2.5 tonight. Really nice.
Oh, that was
nice
beautiful.
Really nice over from Jalen Smith there. Like we
tap.
said, she's the only player on Frankfurt that plays all the way around. She's a captain on the team. So she's only a sophomore, but she's been around, done that. Ashley Zhang at the service line. Really nice hit from Rupert there. Even better dig from Zhang.
Oh,
I think it's a
over.
I think it's a miss hit. I don't know a lot about volleyball, but a carry.
That was a carry.
Shout out to Mr. Sweetie for telling us that one. Like I said, we're not professionals. Don't know all the terms. Zhang still at the service line for Frankfurt. Going on a nice little run here to give them a 7-point lead late in this game.
Into the net
Right
goes
into the
Kayla
net.
Newport.
Peru just hit too many in the net tonight. Got to get those over. Giving Frankfurt a lot of free points. Zhang still on the service line on a really nice run here. Setting a rock hold and another kill.
What a kill.
And
Almost.
the belt took the referee's head off there.
That gave him a little good morning check.
Well, hello there. How you doing? Zhang might just finish this game off by herself, right?
Shows that knuckleball serve.
That one might have been going out.
I think that might have been a little long, but
Frankfurt
it's
plays
alive.
it. And they just want to give us a little more volleyball, right?
Absolutely, but there it is. That one's long.
That one was long gone.
24-14 now, the 10-point stretch.
Game point here for Frankfurt. Zhang is just finishing this thing out by herself. She says, come on, teammates.
Does she close it? Does she close it out? Oh, Frankfurt tries to keep it alive.
I spoke too early. I'll take that one on the chest right there.
That's the announcer's curse right there. What is that tonight for you? 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, Frankfurt is... Coach Russian is definitely not going to be happy with me after she hears this later on.
Oh, beautiful dig
Wow.
by Ashley Zhang. Oh, wow.
Across the line. Coach Russian is... Don't know if she agrees with that. But you're up 8 points, so she's not going to argue too much about it. Okay, now I'm really feeling bad about that curse here.
Yeah, hey, what'd you do? You cast a spell down there? You was
getting a little
words travel.
Getting a little too close for comfort. Point Peru, 24-18, a 4-0 run here.
They're looking to close that gap again.
Newport at the service line. Frankfurt is struggling with her serve right now. I would expect a timeout from Coach Rushton if Peru scores here.
I can sense it. But Lily Rockhold can find an open spot in the back of the court.
There. Saves Rushton from calling a timeout. And Frankfurt goes up 2-0. This has been a really solid game from Frankfurt, and especially Lily Rockhold. I've been really impressed. She's a freshman, but she's hitting the ball well, and she's keeping it in most of the time. She's got to have 5 or 6 kills a set right now.
At least.
Jalen Smith's finding her really well. That they have a good connection right now, and Peru seems to not be able to stop it.
Last year it was a lot of Brooklyn Perry and Jalen Smith, but now we're starting to find another dynamic duo on the court.
Another dynamic duo, and that makes it tough. You know, last year it's you stop Macy State, you stop Brooklyn, you're gonna win, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now you got Lily, you got Brooklyn. Justine Thomas is coming in there. Caroline Queen on the back row has helped at that libero spot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing really well, and they're young. And I'd expect by sectional time this team to be humming them, and they may make some noise in playoff time.
And speaking of noise, let's have another shout out to that student section, bringing the energy.
They again at Funeral Home, putting family first with locations in Frankfort, Rossville, Mulberry, and Flora. Another quick shout out to our student crew here. Edward Waite-Scott and Chris Rascone. Making this flow smoothly, right? Student crew, but this has been a fun broadcast so far.
Absolutely.
Might be a quick one if Frankfort gets the win here. You know, Peru. What do you think their coach is saying to him in that huddle right now?
Well, you're down 2-0.
Yeah.
That was 5-set match. What do you think? Because if you're down 2-0, you need this next. You got to win, and you got to get off to a fast start. You know, they put themselves in too big of holes, and they started to come back at the end, but it's too little, too late, right? Mm-hmm.
You can't get down early.
Don't tuck your tail. You can never tuck your tail
Yeah.
and walk away from a fight, because the moment you do, Frankfurt's going to want to take over.
And I think on the other side, Frankfort, you know, you don't want to get complacent. You know, you're up 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you're like, all right, we got this in the bag. No, you got to finish this out, right? You don't want to try to do too much. You know, get fancy with things. Stick to what works. Close it out. Send the fans home early.
We just need to march to the beat of our own drum. You know, we got to keep rolling.
Yep. They've done a really good job tonight. You know, keeping the ball in play. Quick note: when they're at home, they've won 5 sets and lost none.
Mm-hmm.
I might have just jinxed it.
Listen,
I hope not.
can't afford it,
but we'll see. See Aiden Hudspeth down there on the court.
Looks like he's got it pulled up right now.
He's got the
Thanks for
broadcast
tuning
pulled up.
in.
Fellow Hot Dog Network member
Mm-hmm.
does the morning announcement with us. We love our student section, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the student section has been really good tonight, along with our super fan Forrest. Getting those hot dog chants started, you know.
Bringing the energy.
He's bringing that energy every game, no matter who's playing. So it looks like Kenzie Burton's going to be starting the service line for Peru in this game 3.
Also to mention, you know who that guy is jumping down there? There's our president of the Doghouse Committee.
Yeah, Aiden Hudspeth, the president. He is the president, and he has done a phenomenal job, not only last year, but he's done a great job at the start of this year, getting the students involved. You know, I think the school spirit has improved drastically since we started high school to where it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's being impartial to him, getting those students excited about coming out to the games and supporting their fellow classmates.
We would like to carry on that legacy of sit in the student section. That's a big part.
Yeah.
You got to keep it alive.
So I don't know what the hole was there, but we're underway now. Kenzie Burton with the serve, and it goes out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hot Dog starting off with a freebie there.
Frankfort starting with a freebie point. And Justine Thomas is at the service line for Frankfort, which I'm sure Peru did not want to see right off the bat. Really nice serve. But even better up from
double
Peru.
dig action over there.
Really good setup here. And
oh, wow.
What a kill.
That's something you want to see if you're Frankfort.
You know, Coach Rushton has got to be happy about that.
We've got the head tops coming from the student section over there.
Send that one into Sports Center and play it on the news tomorrow. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like Peru has put their libero in a normal jersey now. Might want to be playing her all the way around, I guess. And now she has it. Okay, so that's Caitlin Edwards. Finally have a name for her.
Yeah, we've got a name now.
Didn't have number 1 on here. But Justine Thomas at the service line. Dogs up 3-0 early.
Carrying on with that boom action over there.
Nooper with
wow!
with a missile.
You catch that back there? Caroline Queen managed to keep that alive, and as I speak, that ball finds a spot in the hot dog side.
It looks like Peru's JV team back here got into the boom action too. It's firing right back at the Frankfort student section. So we might be having a little rivalry going on here.
This might start something new, you know.
Rockhold.
And up goes Lily Rockhold for
Frankfort
another
is
kill.
hitting the cover off the ball right now.
Absolutely.
This is something you love to see. Ashley Zhang at the service line for Frankfort. You know, I talked about Frankfort not coming out complacent, and they definitely have not. They're coming out on fire. They want to go home. We got school tomorrow. We got to get some sleep.
School.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of us do.
It's a Monday, right? No one wants to stay at the school late. Let's say we'll send you home early here. Zhang at the service line. And, you know, you were talking about that knuckleball. It does. It looks a little weird, and it seems like Peru struggle with it.
It's working. Like I mentioned earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There it is. Zhang, yeah, it's that weird spin. And
now it's got a little top spin.
And that ball I thought was going in the hoop angle.
I thought we were getting a little full
I was
court
about
action.
to say, Ashley Zhang, 4-3.
Count it. Hot Dogs take a 6-point lead.
And there come the football players in on the right. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can see them on
they
camera,
managed to make their way into here. Moseying on in. What we got here?
Jalen Smith in the net.
A little
there.
net violation.
I think that's the third time she's been called for that tonight, which is very rare. You don't usually see
You know what I want to do? Get on, shoot them a text, and get over there, sit in the student section.
Get in the student section.
It's like a stab in the heart coming up here, you know? You're seeing all the kids come out and support. But
we'll get on them at practice tomorrow.
Absolutely. We'll find out.
Kinsey Byrne at the service line for Peru. Set to Ellen Akity. Wow, way to keep it up, Peru. Good effort.
Good effort.
Frankfurt's going to get the point.
That's effort.
It's like we got two student sections.
Mm-hmm.
If all of them just combined for one.
We have the theme and unthemed.
Jalen Smith at the service line.
Packing some heat behind that one.
Yeah, that was a really nice serve. An even better return. I think that kill was from J.C. Boswell. Really nice hit.
Good effort out of Ashley Zhang, though, wearing the number 4 jersey.
Yeah, way to get on the court. Way to dive on the court. Kayla Nooper at the service line for Peru. Nice dig from Zhang. Set to Rockhold. Frankfurt's going to get the point.
Looked like Peru wanted it there. Just
yeah, I think
looks like the bleachers got in the way. I think she's blaming the bleachers right now.
Come on, Nihal. Scoot those bleachers a little
scoot
bit
them back.
farther
Scoot them back
right?
a section, you know.
Got Rockhold going to the service line.
I don't want to see this from Peru.
Oh, that looked like
the ball hit the ground.
Play on, the ref says.
Yep.
You got to give the fans their money worth.
And it's okay because Justine Thomas will settle that point.
She says, okay, I'll take that one into my own hands. Rockhold back at the service line. Looks like number 6, Riley Boggs, is subbing in for Kayla Newport.
Ooh. She sure does pack a heat on that serve. Not only her serves, like her kills.
Peru
that point will go to Frankfort. Like Ella McAtee up there in the front of the net.
Ella McAtee, nice. You know, she's not the tallest for being at the net, but she's got some hops. I'll give her that.
She can get up there. Stand at 5'5".
Lily Rockhold at the service line. We've gotten a boom, I think, 3 times in a row.
That's 3 in a row.
Wow. Really
nice. Way to keep it alive.
That was beautiful. Riley Boggs going to send it over.
Beautiful rally here.
Mowdy, the freshman, with a really nice hit. Boggs is keeping it alive. You know, Boggs hasn't played much tonight, but she's coming in. She's made 2 really nice plays.
You want your players to come in when you need it. Oh, get to
keeping
it.
it alive.
Wow.
Really nice point.
Oh, and that'll settle it.
See ya, ball. Around the bases there.
Yep.
That ball was long.
Long gone. Bring them around.
I'll give a quick shout out to Ellis, my neighbor. He's here tonight, supporting the hot dogs, running around Case Arena with his buddies.
That's a young hot dog right there. Showing support early.
And that's going to drop right
Oh,
in.
that just managed to drop in the favor of hot dogs.
Frankfurt's up 13-3. They are not messing around tonight. Rockhold at the service line. She's gone on another long run here. And Burton with the hit. Looks like Frankfurt. Frankfurt was in the net.
Okay.
I don't see the net moving.
Yeah,
but
I don't see a whole lot of wiggle room, but
I'll trust the referee.
listen, the ref makes a call.
Ref's right there.
We're taught not to argue the call because we didn't see it, I guess. It's an opinion.
Hey, he's the one getting paid to referee. I'm not, so his call.
Look at this lead Frankfurt has, though. We got a 9-point lead right now.
Madison Brimbury at the service line. Zhang with the over.
Nice setup.
Nice hit from Boswell. Peru is getting hype after that one. I would too.
Oh, a little bit of boom action over here from the Peru side. Getting their own chance going on here. There's she's a freshman chant right there.
I mentioned it.
He did bring that up earlier.
The kill from the freshman there. And the freshman,
comes
right back.
I expect our student section. There it is.
And it's way louder. Shout out to the hot dogs. A battle of student section and
it's a little student section war.
I guess you call it, what do you call it? JV section? I don't know.
Yeah.
Player section?
Support section.
Support section.
There you go.
Caroline Queen at the service line.
Beautiful set. A little bit of
Just
miss-hit.
a miss-hit from Thomas there.
Those things happen. How do you respond?
How do you respond? There's a is that a little Coach Byers moment right there? How do you respond to the adversity? Will Peru get the point here? I don't know. No, they won't.
Net.
They won't.
Looks like it goes to Frankfurt.
Boswell is to serve in the net, and they're bringing in Kaylin Edwards for Boswell. Morgan Harrington sub in for Mowdy, and Morgan Harrington's going to the service line. 15-6 Dogs lead right now. Morgan looking to add on to that. Wow, nice.
Oh, that was a nice location.
Wow. Dude,
wow.
She is hitting the crap.
She is on fire right now.
I don't think I've seen this many booms from Frankfurt in a long time.
Not that I've been a part of.
Maybe back in the day before we were around.
Yeah, before our time.
But since I've been in high school, I mean, this team, they hit the ball. And they hit the ball hard. Nice over from Peru there.
Peru sets it up.
13 with a
way to keep it alive.
Way to keep it alive. And that ball stayed in.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought it was a little out of bounds.
I thought it was on the line. The judge agreed with me.
Yeah, looks like the judge agreed. They gave me 2016 vision at the eye doctor, so that's better than 2020. I guess they lied to me. Tried to make me feel a little better about myself.
Burton with the hit. That one's going to go out of bounds.
And that one's definitely out of bounds. I can see that one.
I think you can tell Peru's like they're down 12 points.
Yep.
They seem to be.
You can see it in their players now.
The point's going to go to Peru actually. I'm not sure what was called. I wasn't paying attention. Net violation from Frankfurt. Shout out Edwin for that call.
You managed to catch it.
Sometimes we get too busy talking, right? Over from Peru. Caroline Queen with the bump there.
There's Brooklyn Perry again.
Perry
finds another kill. Just bringing them in.
They're just racking
I
up.
expect a chant here from the student section soon. What do you think?
I'd hope. I don't know. They're gonna call. They're gonna say something. I hope.
Where's the energy?
Thomas at the service line, trying to close things out for Frankfort, and that's not gonna
There's. Listen, Justine, if you come back and watch this, you can blame Doug.
I didn't jinx it that time. I just said she was at the service line.
Cut short.
Cut short, yeah. Madison Butt at the service line for Peru, down 10 points. See if Peru keeps that heart that they've had the first 2 games. They've made it in somewhat close games the first 2 times, even though they were down big early. Nice up from Madison there.
Way to keep it alive, Peru.
Newport's going to get the
And
big
into
hit.
the net, and it
And Peru's going to get the
manages
point.
to wiggle its way over there.
I think she hit the ball so hard that Net's like, okay, let's
We'll
just
give it to you. Just lay off a little bit.
She's got a 9-point game here. That one's going to go over.
Oh,
Wow.
and it's still alive.
The setter, Jalen Smith, with the block.
Yeah.
How many times do you see that?
Yeah.
Getting everybody some action, right? Zhang going to the service line, up 10 points. Burton with the dig. Set for Madison Butt. Over from Kayla Newport.
Oh, wow.
I
Again.
think they called a
Oh.
you know,
Looks
I've seen-
like
that's one thing I've been wondering. I've seen Ella do that all year long, and no officials
no
called it,
officials called it.
but they called it there. It looked
Did
like
they?
she palmed the ball there.
Yeah, look like more of a
I think
grab.
they called lift. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's called. there.
Something.
Something along those lines.
I think a lift is here. Double under.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called, but listen,
We'll figure it out.
we'll
right?
figure it out.
1911. No, actually, Addison Robbins at the service line.
Was that our unnamed libero?
No, that was
this is different. Yeah,
Edwards.
yeah, that was Edwards.
That
Yeah,
serve goes in the net, and Dogs have reached the 20th
yeah,
point.
they've reached the 20 point.
Are they going
They
to
still
close
have
it out
that
here?
9-point lead from earlier.
Yeah, they do. They do. Smith at the service line for Frankfort. That was a half-hearted boom from our student section.
Yeah.
Oh,
A little miss hit.
it's a miss hit. It's all
Things
right.
happen.
It's all right.
Things happen. Peru
Newport.
was in this situation earlier,
They
though,
were.
during that first set, and they managed to
were.
climb all the way back within 2 points.
You can't get lackadaisical for Frankfurt here. Newport at the service line. Served it over to Zhang. Rockhold with a nice hit.
Again, Lily Rockhold bringing that power.
Newport's found
And
her
so
zone
is
now.
Newport. She
She's
is
found her
locked
zone.
in.
That's the good announcer jinx.
There's
Dude,
the announcer curse.
I
right
used
there.
to never say this was real, but I think it is. I think it's a thing.
You're hearing it live.
It's happened about
It's live,
feels like
folks.
10 times tonight. You heard it live, folks. The announcer's curse.
You think we just stop mentioning names and
Did we just sit here and just watch the game with,
Yep.
the folks at home?
over the
Rockhold.
net goes Lily Rockhold.
Rockhole with the. I don't know if she meant to do that, but you'll take it, right?
Listen, it happened, and
It's like
we're
one of
gonna
those.
roll with
it's
it.
like one of those when you're at the 3-point line and you bank in a 3. Hey, I called bank, right?
Absolutely. If it ain't nothing but net, you always call the bank, right? Oh,
Nice
wow.
play.
Nice
Nice
play.
That puts
Found that
Frankfurt
sweet spot on the court.
Up, puts Frankfurt up 23-12 here. Just need 2 more points to close it out.
Stretch it to an 11-point lead right now.
They said, you know what, Peru, we're not going to let you come back this time. And Peru said, okay.
I was like, listen, we'll give it to you.
Rockwell at the service line. Another miss hit from Peru there. And Frankfurt is
Uh-oh.
at match point.
Within 1. Striking distance for Frankfurt.
Will Rockhold close it out here?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. See if that old announcer's curse takes in here.
Start the buses, Trent. It's a little harsh, right?
Over, and it's out, and Frankfurt
And
takes it.
with the 3-0 win. A beautiful game from Coach Rushton's Hot Dogs tonight. Played really, really sound. You know, didn't make a lot of mistakes. and they move. They get to 500 now.
Absolutely, that bumps them up back to 500.
4-4. It's going to drop Peru down to 3-10. We'd like to thank Day and Genda Funeral Home for partnering with Hot Dog Network and Hoosierland TV to bring this game to you tonight. It was a really nice game. You see the student section of the players singing the fight
Love
song.
to see him involved.
But it was a really good game from Frankfort.
Absolutely.
Well coached, well played, kept the ball in. I talked to Coach Rushton before the game, and she said, we want to keep the efficiency high. We want to keep the ball in play, and they did a really good job of that tonight.
Mm-hmm. That was the keys to victory, and
it was the reason they won 3-0.
They found the lock to put the key in, and worked well for the Hot Dogs.
So you had to give me a breakdown of the game. Give me like a player of the game for both teams. Who would you say?
Player of the game, I would like to see. I'd have to go either Lily Rockhold or Brooklyn Perry. They both brought the energy, brought the boomsticks tonight. But Justine Thomas put in her word at the service line today. And if I were to go for the Peru side, I'd have to go Kayla Newport. She had a little bit of issues in that first couple sets, but managed to find her groove towards the end and eventually started pounding the ball.
She did. She hit the ball really well at the end. I mean, it might have been a little too late. But like we said, Peru was struggling coming in there at 3-9. This moves them down to 3-10. But there's definitely some things Coach Retker can say, well, we did well on this. And there's obviously things you got to improve on. But for Frankfort, they were 3-4 coming off a loss, really disappointing loss at Delphi. They hadn't practiced since that game. And for a team that hadn't practiced since last Thursday's loss, they came out and they played really well.
They looked sharp.
It looks like that rest that Coach Rushton gave them over the weekend paid off. So that was a good decision from Coach Rushton there.
I think this game right here gives us a little benchmark of what this Frankfort team is really capable of this season.
Yeah, and they traveled to West Lafayette, which is going to be a really tough game on Wednesday. Or they travel to Western on Wednesday and then West Lafayette on Thursday. So they get a day break. You got to be ready to play. Those two really good programs, really good teams. And Peru is going to be traveling or going back home, and they play Tri-Central at home. Maybe coming home, getting the game at home against Tri-Central, help them get back on track and get in that win column. But we'd like to thank all of you guys for tuning in on Hot Dog Network and Hoosierland TV. Thank our student cast here with Edwin Wainscott and Chris Rascone and our director, Mr. Salee. That'll do it here at Case Arena. Dogs take the win, 3-0.